In the bitter winter of 1847, in the snow-blanketed town of Rowley, Massachusetts, a girl was found wandering alone at the edge of the forest. She was barefoot, her nightgown soaked in dried blood, her skin ice-cold yet somehow alive. She muttered strange Latin phrases, and her eyes, rolled back into her skull, made even the most seasoned rescue worker shiver. Her name, or at least the one she answered to, was Latoya Mallory. No family. No records. Just a silver locket around her neck, with a blackened photograph too faded to recognize. The townsfolk feared her immediately, whispering that the devil had walked into their midst. Latoya was taken to St. Alora's Asylum, a decaying mental institution far from the eyes of the public. It was a place for the forgotten, the unwanted, and soon Latoya would become the most terrifying patient the staff had ever encountered. From the moment she arrived, everything changed. Patients screamed in her presence. Mirrors cracked on their own. Lights flickered. Even during the day, animals refused to go near her. When questioned, she would either stay completely silent or whisper in languages no one taught her. Dr. Alan Whitmore, a respected physician from Boston, was brought in to examine her. At first he assumed catatonic schizophrenia, but his notes began to change, day by day descending into madness. Day 7. She speaks of things she should not know. Day 12. Her eyes, black, no iris, no reflection. Day 18. She smiled. Too many teeth. Far too many. The doctor started having dreams. Visions, he claimed, of Latoya standing at the foot of his bed, whispering about his past, about sins only he knew. One day, he sealed her room shut with chains and drew protective symbols in chalk across the walls and doors. But none of it helped. One night, the power in the asylum failed. A scream echoed through the halls, a sound so inhuman it caused 2 nurses to faint. When the staff reached Latoya's wing, every patient in the nearby ward was dead, not from wounds, but from terror. Their eyes were wide, their mouths frozen in a final, silent scream. Latoya was found in the middle of the room, whispering, "They looked at me. I told them not to." Out of desperation, the hospital brought in a man the church did not want to acknowledge, Father Silas Harrow, an exorcist known for his dealings with the unspeakable. His letters, never intended for public view, were later found hidden in a Vatican archive. This is no demon I know, no name I can call. It does not wish to be expelled. It enjoys being seen. The exorcism, if one could call it that, was a disaster. Witnesses say Latoya's body bent in impossible ways. Blood seeped from the walls. Lights shattered one by one. Father Harrow vanished that night. His crucifix was found embedded in the stone wall of her room, half melted. The asylum was abruptly closed in the spring of 1848. Officials cited fire damage, though no records of any fire exist. Latoya's room was untouched. She was never transferred, never buried, just gone. Doctors who worked on her case either vanished or died under mysterious circumstances. Some claimed to see her face in mirrors. One wrote his final note in his own blood. She never left. Decades later, in 1972, an urban explorer found a sealed wax cylinder beneath the ruins of St. Loras. The audio, when restored, revealed a woman's voice whispering, "I was never Latoya. She was only the beginning." The last sound on the tape was a deep, wet growl, something that no expert could identify, not human, not machine, something older. Latoya's case remains unsolved, unrecorded, and intentionally buried, but she still appears, they say. Sometimes in dreams, sometimes in mirrors, and sometimes in the moment right before the lights go out. Because some stories don't want to be forgotten, and some names should never be spoken again.